Hello guys!
Hi!
Today is Sunday, June 21st. It's also Father's Day. And it's also our last day of Sunday school, which is crazy. Kind of creeped up on us there. Today, instead of sticking with Moses, I figure we can pick back up on that when we're able to gather again. But in the meantime, since it is Father's Day, I thought we could do a project for the important men in our lives, whether that's a father, a grandfather, an uncle, a nice neighbor, just somebody who is a positive influence for you. I know when I was a kid, I used to make them for my uncle a lot, or my grandpa. So, again, whoever you'd like to, maybe you want to give it to your mom. That's okay too. So I thought, since we already did the card, and you can make another card for Father's Day, I thought today we'd do some origami. So ideally, you're gonna want some origami paper. They're just squares. These were printer paper. What I did is I just folded them. Kind of like you're about to make an airplane, and you make the edges line up, and then I cut off the excess on the bottom. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to tilt this down so you can see what we're doing. And bear with me, I've done this, but I'm not a professional by any means. So, yes. So, let's see if I can make this work like this. Okie dokie. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half the long way.
Like this?
Yep, so make the corners line up. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to open her back up.
Oh,
All right. And then you're going to fold it in half, top to bottom.
So you're basically making a plus.
Yeah, like a big old plus. You're dividing it into fours.
Plus equals divide?
Well, it's a plus sign, but you're dividing it. And then you're going to open her back up. Okay. And then you're going to take the bottom piece and you're going to fold it to that middle crease. Can you see that? You see how that line right here? You're going to fold this down to here. So, in front of you, it should look like this.
I'm 6 out of it.
It's all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Like this. This like little.
Now, once you do that, you're going to flip it over. You're going to keep the bottom part towards you. Okay, actually, I'll do it upside down so you can see. So, you're going to flip it over. So, there's a little... It would be easier if I had a different color paper. So, do you see how it's full here? There's just a little thing right there. That should be on the bottom. Okay, so, yep, you're doing it right, Thomas. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a corner and you're going to fold it kind of like a paper airplane so it matches up with that line.
With this?
Nope, from the bottom.
Oh.
Remember, I'm doing it upside down so that they can see.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just going to do it
like
again
this.
on both sides.
It's easier for me to do it like this, so I'll do it like this.
All right, so you should have these little flappy things, if you can see that.
Flappy Bird.
All right. Did you get it done yet?
Almost. I turned my paper upside down, so
Okay.
it's much easier this way.
Take your time. Doesn't need to be perfect, but you want to make sure that you're taking your time on it too. All right, so again, we're still right here. We're waiting on Thomas to catch up. Perfect. Now we're once again going to flip it over. Okay? So you'll see there's a little pocket.
It looks like a triangle.
A little triangle on the bottom here. All right, so what we're going to do then is we're going to take this, both sides, I guess, technically, and we're going to fold it so that they're the middle crease line where it folds in half. We're going to make the edges match that.
So, like...
So it should look like this. Can you see?
Wait, is the pocket on the bottom or the top?
You see how that is? The pocket's on the bottom,
Okay.
Thomas. I'm doing it upside down for the camera.
Okay.
Do you want to sit over there? Would that be easier for you? No? Okay, well then. So you're going to fold this like that.
Oh.
That's it.
This?
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to line it up as best you can there. Oh, mine does not look perfect, but that's okay, right?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. Your dad will love it.
And you just want to make sure you crease it up.
Okay, crease, crease, crease. Come on, crease. Is.
You got them?
Yep, I think so.
All right, the next step is you're going to take these corners and you're going to fold them down to meet this crease. So you're going to fold them down to meet there. All right?
Oh.
And then you're going to do it to both sides. So you're going to end up with like kind of a diamond shape.
Ooh.
You see? See how that looks? You have some flaps. They line up with that. Looks good.
This one's shoot.
That's all right. Just straighten her out. You good?
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
Now then you're going to take your top point. All right. And you're going to fold it down to meet the bottom.
Oh.
So you're kind of just folding the whole thing in half.
So, like this?
All the way down.
Oh. All the way down. Okay. So we're going in half.
Now you're not going to push it down all the way. You're just going to fold it down to the bottom here. And then you're going to see how these open up.
Yeah.
This is the part that's a little confusing. Is you're going to push them. Let me just try to explain this. You're going to push the flat part down so it's still touching the table. And then you're going to crease it. The best way I can say is to try to line up the... All right, let me backtrack a moment here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go inside. Here we go. Go inside those flaps and crease it. Okay? So you're folding it in half, right?
Yeah, I just did.
You have the tips meet the tip.
Uh-huh.
And then you're going to reach inside those flap areas right there, and you're going to flatten out the part that's like this. Make it flat.
Okay.
But leaves them open. So it's going to look like that. You see how I've creased down this area right here? But these are still like tubes almost. It's a little weird, right?
Like this?
Yep, and then you're just going to push that part down. So it sits flat, even though there's like a 3D element to it. Okay?
Looks like a triangle with a bow.
Now the next thing you're going to do, I'm going to try to do it on camera because I think it'll be easier, is you're going to take these and you're going to... You see the crease? There should be a crease that comes across your little cone area. And then it also, there should be where it flaps open on the inside. You're going to line those up and then flatten them. So, like that. Do you see the creases, how they line up? So you see there's a crease on the inside. Mm-hmm. When you open the flap up, open the flap up, Thomas. You're not listening. You see this crease right here?
Yeah. Wait.
Line that up with that.
Oh.
Okay? So again, you're going to line up the crease. It's hard to see with the light.
Yeah.
So it'll end up looking like that. Like two triangles.
Flatten.
Yep, just like that. You got it.
Yahoo!
I know, it's a little bit strange, that piece of it. It's hard to describe, too. I hope you got an idea. Because before they were opened, and they were kind of like just 3D floating things, like that. And then we flattened them.
It's a hurt.
Not yet.
What? Not yet.
Not yet. All right, so the next step, if you're looking at this just like this, right, and you open up the bottom, you're going to see that there's a pocket in there. There should be anyway. Do you see that?
Oh.
What you're going to do is you're going to tuck in that piece that's over on top.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were going to put the
Yeah, you tuck it in like a little envelope. So now it's one solid piece. There's no flap anymore. So before, let's see if I can reopen it.
It's kind of hard. I put this like this.
Before, you had it like this, right?
Like this.
Hold on a second, Thomas. Yes.
Okay. It's supposed to stick out.
Like this. And when you open it up, there's a flap. You just tuck it inside there. And now it's flat. No more flap. Okay? So now we're back to this. And the next thing that we're going to do is take the top corners, okay, right here. And if you look, sorry, I need to look at it like this first. All right, so if you look right here, you see this line. You're going to take these corners and you're going to fold them so that the edge lines up with that. So it'll look like that.
Oh.
Okay, so it's lining up with that fold. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. I know this part's a little funny because it's so small. Okay, so you're going to be left with that.
Oh, mine's a little uneven.
Here.
Not.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so it's going to look like this. And then the next step, this is the final step. You're going to take this corner and you're going to fold it down to that line again. So just the top corner, try to keep it straight. It's a little tiny flap this time. Little tiny flap. So it's going to look like that. Yours will probably look a little bit neater than mine. And then you're going to go ahead and do it on the other side.
Other side?
And then
So.
that's what it should look like when it's completed on the back. And then on the front, you have a perfect little heart. And you can do this with a red if you have red. If not, you can do it like this and color it, make a little card out of it, whatever you'd like. But then you have a heart origami that you made all by yourself. You forgot to do the last step on.
No, I didn't.
Yep. You fold this part down to right here.
Oh.
So it's a little bit more rounded of an edge.
Is his stomach supposed to stick out?
All right. So as what?
It's sticking out.
It's because you just crammed it in. Just
Oh.
smooth it out a little bit.
Oh.
So again, they're not going to be perfect, but I thought this was kind of a cool little thing, something we could make. If you want to look at the one we made for Mother's Day with the cards, you could make a card as well. But I think it's important to honor the important men in our lives. So again, last day of Sunday school. We will be doing some sort of church camp though, so I hope you guys are able to join us. It will be on Zoom, but we're working on coming up with a plan for that right now. As always, we miss you guys. Hope you're having a good time. Congratulations on finishing another year of school. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.